Live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's for your next main adventure, will begin shortly.
Rennie's, a main adventure.
Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, starts right now.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Hopefully you're having a good start to your work week. Of course, coming off of just a stunning weekend all across the state, right around 60 degrees yesterday afternoon, sunny, beautiful. Saturday was pretty nice as well. Friday was great. So we just had a beautiful weekend. And we get a pretty nice start to our work week as well. You may have seen a couple raindrops this morning. That's something we haven't seen in a while. But otherwise, we are clearing out. I've already seen a lot of clearing in most of the state, and it looks really nice by the time we get into this afternoon. In fact, through the middle of this week, things are looking pretty nice. Now, for today, we did have, again, a couple sprinkles, maybe even a few snowflakes up in the mountains earlier today. But with the cold front moving through now, dry air has started to move in. So the showers, any sprinkles that we had out there, wrapping up pretty quickly. Skies will also be clearing out pretty quickly as we head through the rest of the day. It looks very, very nice out there as we get into the afternoon. So great start to our work week for today, topping out again pretty close to 60 degrees in the upper 50s. And for tonight, we'll see our lows generally in the upper 30s. Most of us not exactly all that cold during the overnight hours tonight. No widespread freezing temperatures or anything like that. Overall, looking pretty decent. So nice stretch of weather here through Wednesday. Again, we're going to continue to see clearing skies for this afternoon. Highs top out in the 50s. Couldn't rule out a continued shower up in the mountains, but again, most of us are going to be staying nice and dry. Now, tomorrow, also a great day on Tuesday. Maybe a touch cooler out there as we head into the afternoon, but it does look nice and sunny with highs in the low 50s. Notice the mountains may keep some clouds, but otherwise, it looks like a beautiful day on Tuesday. Great day to get outdoors. A bit breezy, but otherwise looking nice. Now, as we get into Wednesday, we'll start off with some sunshine in the morning. But as we get into the afternoon, looks like we'll be overcast, cool in the low 50s, but still pretty quiet before rain is going to be returning as we get into Thursday. So yeah, we've got big changes on the way beyond Wednesday, but between now and then, we are looking really nice. Now, Allie asks about what to expect for Sanford with the upcoming storm. Don't worry, Allie, it's going to be all rain. I'm not expecting any flooding or anything like that. Just a nice, beneficial soaking rain Thursday. Some of that continues into Friday and then gradually drying out into the weekend. So that's what you can expect there in Sanford. Now, in terms of temperatures, you can see the arrival of that storm also coincides with when temperatures get cooler. So through Wednesday, we're in the 50s. Beyond that, though, in the 40s, and that will roll on into the end of the week and into the weekend as that storm system sort of settles over us, and we'll see impacts from it for a few days. We'll, in fact, get 3 or 4 days of rain out of the system. So here's everything summed up for you. Mild and dry through Wednesday. Rain returns on Thursday. Finally, so happy to have something actually meaningful in terms of rainfall to talk about in our forecast. It's just been so long since we've seen a decent amount of rain, and we were finally going to get it later this week. I'm very excited, you guys. I don't know if this is bad, but I have been a little tired of all this sunshine. It's been beautiful, of course, can't complain about that. But it is going to be nice to switch things up and get a little bit of rain. We're going to see showers that will persist with this system into the weekend and some snow up in the mountains as well. So let's talk about what we're going to see with this storm here. It's going to develop as we get into Wednesday, but it doesn't reach us until Thursday. We'll see rain beginning at some point on Thursday morning, likely picking up into the afternoon and continuing into Thursday night. So don't make any outdoor plans Thursday. It's going to be a wet one. Cool as well in the 40s. Rain will continue through most of the day. Notice with this system, though, you can see the, if you can look at the mouse pointer here, you can see the snow to the south of this system in places like Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, while we're getting mostly just rain here in Maine. So we're going to be, at least to start, on the milder side of this storm. So I'm not expecting any major winter weather or anything like that. However, winter weather is a part of the system, mainly just into the mountains. So most of us outside of the mountains, it's just going to be all rain. So Thursday's really wet. Some of that rain persists into Friday. Doesn't rain all day on Friday, but off and on showers, a lot of clouds expected, continued snowfall in the highest elevations of the mountains, and that will continue into the weekend, with mainly the mountains continuing to see precipitation into Saturday and into Sunday. So again, mountain snowfall very likely here. The ski resorts should be pretty happy. There should be a decent amount of snow up there. The rest of us should also be pretty happy because we are finally getting a decent amount of rain. So thankfully, finally getting some wet weather into the picture here later this week. So let's talk about totals here. Not enough to cause any major issues. We love to see that as well because there are times where droughts can end with a flood. We don't like to see that. So nice to see that we're just getting a decent amount, but not an extreme amount of rain. This is not going to end the drought, but it will certainly put a nice dent in it with rainfall totals of an inch or more potentially in some spots. And Connie, you are right. Snow in November is hard to come by in most spots anyway. Yeah, let's wait till December. And I've got to say the weather pattern going into December does look pretty active, and it looks chillier as well. So may not be too long before we are talking about snow outside of the mountains. So enjoy it while it's still rain, I would say, through this week. So again, upwards of an inch or more, just so nice. I've just been enjoying seeing so much green on our rainfall tracker. Maybe since late September, we have not seen amounts like this forecasted across the state. So yeah, it has been a long time, almost 2 full months since we've seen this much rain in portions of the state. So looking decent here for rainfall totals as we head towards the weekend. Let's talk snow. It's all going to come down to temperatures. Again, this storm system is not a particularly frigid one. There's not a lot of cold air for this storm to work with. So if temperatures stay fairly mild through the storm, only the highest elevations would see snow. Now, it may end up being a fairly substantial amount of it, but it would mainly just be up towards the higher elevations. This is option number 1 for snowfall in the mountains with this storm. Still a little bit of differences between the models here at this time. Hopefully they come a little bit closer together with their thinking as we get later into the week. So this is through Saturday evening. This is the warmer option. All right, let's switch gears now, talking about if it ends up being a couple degrees colder in the mountains. Well, if that happens, we would see a lot more widespread snowfall there. Lower elevations in the mountains could pick up some snow. Again, just the mountains, not outside of the mountains, but if we do stay a couple degrees colder, places like Rangeley, down towards Bethel even, could see some snow as well. And again, higher elevations would likely see an even more significant amount of snow. So ski resorts should be happy. We got Sugarloaf opening on Friday. This should be good for them. They should likely get potentially as much as several inches, but at the very least at the summit, they will be getting at least a few inches of snow. So again, definitely a sign that we are entering a more active period here, and definitely a sign that winter is right around the corner, especially up in the mountains. So again, not expecting winter weather outside of the mountains, but just something to look ahead to if you're going to be up there as we get into the weekend. So again, we are looking ahead to a decent forecast through Wednesday. Nice weather as we take a look at our 7-day forecast here. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday, all looking pretty good here as we head through this week. Lots of sunshine, especially tomorrow. It is a little cooler after today, but still looking like a decent day. Wednesday, we'll see the clouds on the increase through the day, and rain is back in the forecast. Finally, we are so grateful. On Thursday, we're going to get a good soaking and finally getting that beneficial rain. Wet weather likely does persist into Friday with highs in the upper 40s. And then if you're along the coast or at least outside of interior Maine, it does look drier as we get into the weekend. There may still be a couple showers around, but at this point, just looks like a lot of clouds and overall not super wet conditions, just cool with a lot of clouds into the weekend. Now, if you're away from the coastline, again, we are looking nice through Wednesday with a good amount of sun. Steady rain is back in the picture on Thursday. Some of that persists into Friday, and while there may be a few showers lingering into the weekend, it's mainly the mountains that continue to see precipitation where we could see some continued mountain snow there. So again, we're looking ahead to some mountain snow, beneficial rain for everybody, and overall a decent forecast between now and when the rain arrives on Thursday. So yeah, get out and enjoy the nice weather while we've still got it through the middle of the week. Does look pretty unsettled for Thanksgiving week. An early hint at that forecast. It does look like could be a couple storms moving through Maine on the run up to Thanksgiving, maybe even right around Thanksgiving. So that'll be something to watch. So stay tuned as we get closer to the holiday. Of course, we got a lot of travel going on in the next couple of weeks here. So yeah, stay tuned. Hopefully we don't have any big storms that would impact our Thanksgiving travel. So yeah, we'll be back here next Monday talking about the weather for the Thanksgiving week, and enjoy the rest of this week, everybody. And of course, enjoy the rain that we so desperately need finally returning on Thursday. Have a great Monday, everybody.
Live, interactive CBS 13 and Fox 23 Weather Authority coverage for your next main adventure has been sponsored by Rennie's.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Make sure to stay connected with CBS 13 and Fox 23 on air, online, and through these social channels. Thank you for watching.